Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another edition of the 2022 Super Mario Bros. 3 Randomizer Tournament. We're getting down to the finals here. We've got just a handful of matches left. And tonight we have a very special match featuring two champions going head-to-head for a right to the semifinals. On the left is the number 3 seed, TheHaxor, last year's champion, versus number 6, MaCobra52, who was the 2019 champion. So both of these players know their Rando and they know their Mario 3, so we're in for a treat tonight. I'm Pro8007, and joining me tonight is Dust Minion. Welcome.
Hi, pleasure to be here. And I gotta say, we've had a lot of heavyweight matchups, and it's not even the semis yet.
Yeah, it's last night we had Teeks and Mitch Flower Power, which went 3 games, 2-1 Teeks. So, and yeah, but you're right, we've had some very high profile matches throughout this tournament. Even in group play, we had some very exciting matches. So, yeah, I think we're going to be in for a real big one tonight. And our runners will be playing game one with tourney bracket flags and question mark tiles. So, a little more emphasis on those clouds.
Reasons that will become apparent later.
Yes, indeed. We'll see how it goes. We got our faithful chat giving us predictions for the first world. We got our WO, which almost happened a couple of days ago. We were so close. So we'll see if that happens. I will say 4.
I
And
always gotta go
and
with the standby 6.
6, yeah. And yes, I rolled tonight. I rolled game one seed, so you can thank or blame me for whatever you were about to witness tonight.
And so we begin with water.
And 3 levels, the first of which is a fort, so our runners will be getting a little bit of their kicks in early with 4F1.
And I see they're both playing it safe and taking the bottom route.
Yeah, it's not terribly surprising. Haxor having a little trouble getting that second invisible coin box, so MaCobra with the early lead here. It's a 2 lock, so that means we have a 3-fort world, and that's interesting. So no guarantee though what they're being protected. Ooh, Cobra got hitbox. He got a little hitbox, and he lost. He doesn't get a power up back either.
Okay.
So pretty standard order. 1-4 by and large. All right, so 2. Oh boy.
Oh, but Haxor might have an advantage, because he's big.
He is big. The Angry Sun does make this a little easier, at least for MaCobra. And I cannot emphasize the word little as enough, as that's an unfortunate death for Haxor. For MaCobra, Haxor also down to Small Mario. And they are not going to get a lot of help from power-ups here. MaCobra actually, Haxor actually tried to do a wall jump, like a carom shot using the tail through the Koopa shell. Didn't work though. All right, so
Now we're getting close to the point where the sun activates.
right, but there are ways to get around those. Koopa shells are a good way of doing it. Those breakable blocks are another way. And
Ooh, nice.
I don't think that's really what Haxor intended. Gonna actually do it again. Oh, he had his chance.
Okay.
Cobra using the breakable block here, and got it. Alright, good. So both runners have done what they needed to clear the way for 7-5. But not a guarantee yet. Oh, MaCobra was fortunate there.
And yes, this is indeed the quarterfinals still.
Yes, the winner of this match will take on the winner of Midi Guy DP and Stewie Cartman, which will be played tomorrow. Alright, so...
Well, here's the other World 4 fort.
Yeah, and this is a good call because it's a free pipe check after this. Maybe they get lucky and they don't have to play the third fort. I think what they're really hoping for is, like, can we please get a power-up? Any power-up will do.
Yep, there's always the specter of Fort Knox.
Yep. Alright, so that took care of the pipe next to the lock, and alright, so they're gonna have to play the third fort. TheHaxor taking his time here. The pyramid gets his power up and gets a Buzzy Beetle, and this is a little trick to kind of break his way through.
Hit the trick again.
Yeah. Alright, so... TheHaxor out just a little ahead of MaCobra. MaCobra's not very far behind. Okay, gets past the giant Koopa. Just a music box there. TheHaxor's like, come on, really? We're gonna keep doing this? Alright, so yeah, he's gotta go. He didn't quite read the map correctly there, so he will have to lose a little bit of extra time there. MaCobra just finished off Navy.
That'll do it. Oh! More hitboxing.
I don't know about that hit. I don't know about that hitbox. This isn't a whole lot better for me.
Now a worse arena. Ooh, nice.
Oh! He had it too.
Why do I say things?
I don't know. That's 7-1. Yikes. Alright, well, MaCobra's finally through, but,
Yep, Haxor is, oh, he was gonna dip into that house for a power-up.
well, he's hoping that he's gonna get something out of this. MaCobra, and no, he gets another music box. MaCobra is actually going to play 7-1. It has a giant enemy set, so some of the... Okay, never mind. I think he's like, nope, forget it. Okay, so... Alright, so he does this, and then he'll get, TheHaxor.
And
Oh,
unfortunately, they have to play 7-1 because there's nowhere else they can go. The pipe to the airship is right there, beyond it.
right. Alright, so TheHaxor got a leaf, so did MaCobra, so... Alright, so they got what they need. Unfortunately, it's a tail, so they're gonna have to be a little more precise with their jumps in 7-1s. It's sub-pixel perfect to get that clip.
Mm-hmm. It's now a race to see if we can do it first.
This was decisive in game one between Teeks and Mitch Flower Power. It was a major decider. I would say it wasn't the factor, but it was a major factor. Both them.
Okay. Okay.
All right, both get it in about the same time. So a relief, I'm sure, for both of them.
With that, that should be the end of this horrid waterland.
You're welcome, chat. And okay, so they get a little bit of a mercy here. They can actually fly over the mast here and save about 5 or 6 seconds playing this stage. Oh, but MaCobra short hopped it. And we got a thick Wendy to boot.
It's a 5-hitter too.
Yep.
And did not get the 1 grab.
850 for TheHaxor, and it's going to be 858 for MaCobra, so I'm sure both of them are feeling really disgusted right now. That's about as awful a part as you can imagine. Generally, Worlds for the top players don't take more than 7 minutes usually, and that's usually with a full helping of levels.
Yeah, in a matchup like this, even the slightest mistake can feel like a fatal one.
Yeah, we got 4 levels right off the bat before, at the very least, we get to see something. TheHaxor is going to take the high road here in 5-4. Cobra is going to change into a Tanuki suit. I think for the runners at this point, you've got to figure, okay, that was about as bad as it could get. It's like, it seems really unlikely that it could get any worse. We'll find out if that's actually true, but for a runner at this point, you just got to really believe that. Like, you've seen about as rough a combination as you're going to get in. It's like, okay, well, let's see what happens now. TheHaxor might get another. It looks like he'll get another shot at a hammer bro here, should he so choose. But first, he's got to get through 3-5.
And unfortunately for MaCobra, that same bro decided to vacation to the other side, away from him.
And he couldn't quite get himself in a position to take on that that item box. If he looked like he kind of wanted it. A pretty sedate enemy set in 3-5 after kind of a icky start.
Alright, what do we got?
This is part of the RNG magic, and it's just a star this time, so not anything in terms of progression. And more water in the desert, 3-1.
Alright, and no rocket sheep. That's nice.
Yeah. Yeah, that's gotten me a couple of times in races, that rocket sheep. Yeah, no hammers breaking locks in this seed in game 1. So we'll see what MaCobra decides for game 2. Wouldn't be surprised if we get three games with the same flag set myself, but in the meantime we have 2 forts.
Well, that's still no guarantee that you only need to do 1 fort, because it could very well break the other one.
Exactly. And yeah, they're hoping it breaks the lock below, not off to the side, but that just means they're out of here. And
okay.
so it Little mercy from the seed here as we go to the World 3 airship, so we're skipping one fort. TheHaxor decided to go for the power-up, and MaCobra decided not to, and we got our second thick Koopa, but he's only a 3-hitter. Axe again going for the wand grab, does not get it.
And with that being the second heavy boy, that is it for heaviness.
Yep, so 1305 to 1311. So we 3 and 2 are down, chat. What's next? I'm going 1. Since we seem to be going in reverse numbers right now.
It's always 6 with me.
You're a slave to routine, I know.
Well, 7's kind of like 6.
You're closer than I was. We got a lock, we got a pipe behind a lock, and a required level, and it's 2-4.
Ooh.
Ooh, MaCobra got bodied and then pulverized.
The combo.
Yeah. 2-4 can be a sneaky, nasty stage as like the lead off for a seed, and MaCobra is actually going the rarely seen top route here to bypass all the enemies.
I mean, it is a strategy because there's no bros to harass you up there. Although they can still do that. They can still do that.
Yes, they can. So I think that's a reaction born out of MaCobra's frustration. Once we get to the Eastern Island, it's a free pass, but got to get to the Eastern Island. TheHaxor figures it's got to be this, so... Yeah, this is a one-fort world, 7, so,
Yeah, with all these pipes leading to not where you need to be, that has to be it, right?
Yeah, you'd think. MaCobra got himself a little twisted around there, lost about 10 seconds doing the wrong pipe transitions, and yep, it is indeed a linear route, and MaCobra is going to play the fort as well, because TheHaxor knows MaCobra is reasonably guessing the same.
And there's the promised land.
TheHaxor putting on some P-speed strats here. You know.
Oh, you may as well use that music box.
Yeah, and I think that's partly born out of how long this has taken so far. We're at 16 minutes, and we're in the third world. Like, you know, it's definitely one of those situations where it's like you just want to get moving again, and you're willing to you're willing to bypass a few things at this point.
With how grueling that first world was, it's not really surprising.
No. And that is correct. Chad asking if all the hand stages are going to give stars in this seed. Yes, they will. Should they encounter the other two. So 1657 for TheHaxor. For a vanilla World 7 airship. So 1, 4, 5, or 6. I will go 5 is next.
Alright, Hakon, give us something good, Peach. Or Bowser, whoever.
Oh, there's
Oh, here's another star.
Yep. Which is not a bad thing, certainly. I mean, if you need a quick run-through on the Hammer Bros, there you go. So 35 seconds separating our runners at this stage. We're near the halfway point. Looks like it was a cloud.
That was a cloud. Okay,
Yes.
finally, something good.
Yeah. But here's another star for good measure, as TheHaxor took 6-3 position tile, and ended up in 3-6. Cobra actually went for the 6-2 tile and got tanks, so he gets an extra item out of this.
This could be significant.
Good. If it's a hammer or a hammer suit, it definitely has the potential to be significant. Cobra deals with a fire bro and gets a leaf. Well, okay, so TheHaxor does an excellent job, damageless, running through the gauntlet to get to Boom Boom, and ooh, Cobra just barely has enough to get the.
And very cheaty hitboxes.
So another cloud for our runners here.
Next up, we have 7-3.
Over doing the loop to get Fire Mario. Oh man, the Cobra's execution's been a little off point so far. Not quite what him at his best just right now. He's just had a lot of little hiccups here and there throughout, and it hasn't been fatal, but they do add up. There's the fort. Alright, so okay, it's a straight shot.
Well, okay, now the seat picked up after all that.
You kind of figured it would. Cobra is now in the at the end, and World 2 airship. So we get a fun fire kill here on Lemmy if you can get it to go. Oh no, he's a little off on his setup.
Okay.
Well, it took all 5 hits. Cobra's in 7-3, should be joining TheHaxor shortly.
So all that's left is Grass, Giant, and Sky.
Yep.
Was that another cloud, or was that the one from before?
New cloud, I think. TheHaxor's in World 1. He knows this is not required, so he can play this as he would normally. There's a shot at the item. And, alright, he'll get it.
Anchor.
Wildcard item, alright. Like, the only way this could have backfired on him is if this stage was something really horrible, like, say, Atlantis. Instead, it's just 7-2. The Cobra's over a minute back, 22:04 at halftime. Anchor equals star because it's a Pro A seed? Well. But it had to be something.
Alright, 6F2. and Haxor's already geared up for it, so no setup required.
Cobra will be a little more ideally situated for this fort with his tail. MaCobra's not going to go for it. He wants choices.
Mushroom.
Or, yeah, there's a mushroom.
And we're double clouding this.
And he gets a hammer for it.
For those tuning in for the first time, the items are randomized, but the whistle has been excised from the item pool.
At least for these settings, it has. So sub 3 minute World 1 for HaxOr. He gets out of 23:49. See if MaCobra decides to do the double cloud play as well, or if he's gonna hold on to the clouds. 4 and 5. 5, it's got some potential use. 4 really is kind of mixed. This looks like a good setup for it. If he wants to save it, this is a good spot to do it, I'd say. Nope, he's got 3 clouds, okay. So, alright, so he's got an extra cloud to play with as HaxOr peace speeds his way through 1-1. Just to mildly correct what Chad just said, World War IV cannot impede progress. It actually can, but it can't stop you from finishing the world.
It can impede you just by virtue of the fortress itself being directly in the way, but the lock it's associated with is not allowed to impede progress.
Correct, and there are cases where actually playing the fort is actually better than going for the item. Logic assumes you go for the item, but HaxOr puts the Hammer Bros to sleep after getting Paradox Pipe. He's a man on a mission.
Ooh! You gotta be careful, if you move too fast, that Fuzzy Build shell can rebound. MaCobra is slowly making his way to where the HaxOr is. Roughly maybe like a stage or 2 behind at the moment.
I haven't clocked at 89 seconds back as of the World 5 wand grab, so... But he has an extra cloud to use.
And Rebel Hotfoot. That's like the most annoying place for that to spawn.
And MaCobra's gonna have to deal with that Hammer Bro, unfortunately. HaxOr, I believe, got to skip it altogether. MaCobra, again, just these little, almost like death by 1,000 cuts for him. He just really has had a hard time getting the kind of momentum he really needs to get back into this. They're now at World Vanilla World 5 airships. The World 4 airship will also be vanilla.
So the final world remaining is the Giant Land, and the hammer still could come into play. It's very rare when it comes to Giant Land, but it's not unheard of.
Yeah, no, you're right. It can happen, but it's got to be a very specific setup for it to work. And Haxor's learning is, hearing a diatribe about a lemon tree. Cobra holding on. We got double fort required. Nice. I think. Yeah, double fort.
Okay, so it is handy here.
Yes, it is actually valid. I think almost a vanilla Fort 3's location, but nevertheless.
Blocked by a cheap at the last second.
Yeah, I've had that happen. See if this item pays off for MaCobra. Again, Haxor didn't have to fight this. It's a P-Wing, so not completely useless.
Hey, 7F2.
Good old Piranha Fort.
Oh, could not hang on to that.
Yeah. We have not seen Fort Knox. Haxor with an almost 2-minute lead at this point. Cobra again has an extra cloud, but he's going to need more than that at this stage. Have we seen 5-9 or Atlantis? No.
And the final bro item is... nothing.
Well, nothing our runners can use at any rate. And 7F1 Fort Knox.
Yep.
See if he decides to take the 100-coin fine. He does. It's somehow faster to do it take the 100-coin fine and then take a leave.
Yes, the number of seconds that you spend waiting for that P-switch to tick down, it adds up quite a lot.
Yeah. Right, so MaCobra unfortunately does not have a music box either, so he will have to make do. MaCobra kind of guessing and calculating that it was going to be 7F1, or had a decent chance of it. I know he was halfway there, but he's got a P-Wing if he wants to use it.
Very good, tail whacking there.
Iggy and his magical hitbox here.
And that is it. How many bridges? We're now entering the Great Equalizer, the other one.
Yeah, World 8, and... Alright, so... Second Hammer Bro fortunately does not get out of MaCobra's way, so we'll have to deal with him. So I bet he's going to use his P-Wing right now. And another P-Wing from the Princess.
And he does. And that's a stage in the way. That's a cloud usage.
Yeah, and it's a pretty long stage too. 7-4 takes about 35 seconds. doesn't wipe away Haxor's lead, but it does give MaCobra a chance to get back into it. Neither player has a hammer suit, incidentally, either, so...
Yes, this will close the gap significantly.
Yeah, he'll be about 90 seconds back, I'd say, going into World 8, which is actually better than what it was, but yeah, he's still behind. Alright, so 7-4 is done. We have tanks or super tanks in the corner, and it is super tanks in the guise of Air Force. Alright, other forts that are still in play, we have 3F2, of course, 5F1 and 2, 6F1 and 6F3 are still in play as well. Alright. So we got our first pipe check. MaCobra doing the smart thing, just take the pipe just so you can get a... So if anything does happen, you can get on with it.
We'll see how... This is pretty linear so far.
Yeah, linear draw to start, which is good for Haxor. Alright, so in the dark area, there's a lock. Ooh, 8-1. Yuck. And I believe that's an 8-1's vanilla location, too.
And it has the classic hot foot waiting right there.
Yeah, I don't like that at all. There's 8-4. There's another level tile. It's going in the far corner to play, okay, so we've got Air Force up top.
And validated.
Just getting enough oomph to get over there. Stewie making a good point. Little surprised he skipped a fort tile. I mean, that, from what we've seen, that could be in play.
Let's see what MaCobra does. Well, this is not the same pipe that TheHaxor went in, so...
No. And, okay, so he's going to get a look at what's needed first. And it is 2 bridges. Alright. And one of them could be right here. 5F1. Okay.
Okay, so fort is the answer, the other one.
Correct. 8 fort is one of them. Now MaCobra's got a choice, and I think I know what he's going to do. He's going to probably play the Air Force tile.
Yep.
It's just basic psychology. Of course you would. Both skipped it, albeit, and pretty much had the same thinking, like, find the route to the end.
Alright, our final fort before the end is 5-2.
Alright, so we skipped elevator fort and carpet fort tonight in this first match. Haxor stopping to get a fire flower. Good call there.
And just scraping by that boo.
Oversees the bad news, and yeah, he's gonna have to turn around. And
Yeah, it's like we said, you logically would go for after that Air Force, seeing it was right there.
100%, especially with the way MaCobra routed. Of course you would have. TheHaxor was fortunate that the way he routed actually saved him a couple of pipe transitions. TheHaxor isn't Bowser with Fire Mario, and 1.4 randomizer version 1.4.1 does make Bowser's Final Room a little easier, but I'm sure our runners will be going for clips. They're also probably wondering, we don't have a dot done yet, really? 30, almost 39 minutes into this.
It's possible that this is not a lock for the Haxor yet. He could very well take a hit.
He could do what I almost did against Europsolus and really make things very difficult for myself, but Haxor is an old pro here.
Okay.
And that will do it. So get out your GGs for the Haxor. It takes game 1 of this best-of-3 quarterfinal. Finishing with an official race time of 39:05. Cobra, unfortunately, is going to have to do this the long way, and he will end up with a 40-plus time as a result. One more jump, and the Cobra can forget this seed ever happened.
GG's out for MaCobra as well.
Cobra will finish with an official race time of 40:14.
Yeah.
Our runners are having some very charitable words about that game 1 seed. As you can well imagine. So, alright. But, yeah, a brutal start for our runners. Kind of threw the curve a little bit, but they came on much stronger as the seed got much gentler from that point on. Not nearly as sadistic, although they had some fun in World 8, having to do a lot of loop-de-loops, but nevertheless, a fine performance from both runners. We'll get geared up for Game 2, which will be starting in the next couple minutes.
We'll be getting racers set up. We'll be right back. We return with the second game of this series.
You missed game one. Well, that start was a dandy. 7-5, 7-1. Yeah, they and 7-1 was a real agonizing for both of them because first they needed to get a power up so they could do their clip, and then doing the clip with a tail, subpixel perfect. And yeah, it took more than 10 tries for both of them. So yeah, this ought to be good, and these are same flags as game one with one distinction. Hammers will break locks this time. These were MaCobra's. This was MaCobra's choice. I think he's looking for the choice and the opportunity to speed this up a little bit. So runners have been given the drops. Go ahead. We should be starting any second. We got some guesses in chat. Got RWO, 4, 7, all the good stuff, and it is 1.
And yep. Well, unfortunately, this fort is not the answer, but it's directly in the way, so you gotta do it anyway.
Yeah. Cobra kind of gives the clip the old college try, and he's like, "No, I'm not doing this." Fort 1 is actually required. Yes, it is. If only for forward progress. Haxor is going for the 1-4, and oh!
Okay, but this is important. Is the other one Atlantis? Nah. Oh well.
We saw what happened last night. What was it? Mitch clouded Atlantis because like, no, I don't want to play that. But then the next level he had to play was 5-9. So I don't think we can get more troll than that.
Oh, MaCobra chose to grab a power-up for safety.
I think he still remembers what happened in game one, where they were small for about the first world and a half, it felt like. So we have elevator fort, 6F1, one of the two forts we did not see in game one.
And a lucky star in that block expedites that segment of the fort.
TheHaxor got a mushroom. And MaCobra's like, no thanks to the leaf.
Okay, we have a 3-9 beta.
Giant enemies. Always a fun time. And TheHaxor trying to get P-Speed going. The giant Koopas are making it kind of hard for him to really get any momentum. Uh-oh,
Oh dear. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that got a little desperate there.
And oh man, uh-oh.
Yep, that's bad.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Yep.
Alright, the TheHaxor... A mushroom will be enough, hopefully.
In theory, okay, you should be
Okay,
alright.
oh
no!
But Cobra got it!
Cobra's through. Oh no! He got
man.
kicked out.
He's at 0 lives.
This is a game over.
It's a game over. He has to redo that one stage. Oh, yeah.
He does have to do a redo of the stage, yes, so... So,
Oh,
luckily
yeah.
it's not... Another Lemon Tree speech.
But yeah, Fire Bros. Their hitbox is, question mark.
Yeah. Answer chat's question, why do people not do the spade card game? Well, for one thing, under these controls, we don't allow it. So moot point.
Yeah. With this flag set, it is not. It's a flag you can toggle, and for these flag sets, it's not here.
Yeah, we have 4 flag sets for for the brackets. None of them have end cards. TheHaxor is just praying to get to MaCobra. Got a hammer. Does he use it? Finally got the hammer. Finally got what he was looking for. Was those hammer both flush left, and they like, okay, now he can move on. But
yes,
at what a cost!
That was an ugly Fire Bros fight for both of them, really.
Another vanilla airship, World 5 this time.
That was a 5-hitter, I think, too.
Yeah, it was. So a quick World 2 at least. Or World 5, that is. So 1 and 5 are down. Chat, what's next? We'll say 7. Keep it the odd numbers.
I still gotta go with 6.
Alright, so there's Paradox Pipe.
Three,
TheHaxor.
so The odd streak continues. Alright, double boss pass.
Love to see it.
It only happens in 4-2.
Correct. Thanks for having to wait for some copulating hammer bros down below.
Oh, the shuffle.
So we're gonna look at a pipe check here, and
Okay, so we see there's 2 locks visible. Oh, here's the Fort Knox.
this time he's not gonna take the 100-point fight. I don't think he has a tail, or he's early enough where he doesn't want to do with it. So Haxor's playing the stage as MaCobra got a hammer off that hammer bro.
Ooh, the Haxor picked up a cloud.
That's a nice boost for him. That'll get him some time back, but it's not. It's gonna be kind of negated by the time he's losing playing all these extra stages. So unless he gets that hammer, it's gonna hurt. Alright, so no real progress there, so MaCobra is going to go back, and he's going to go to 3-7 tile, which is 6-5. At least he's got the right item for it.
And oh no.
Yep.
This is probably the worst enemy set to get in this level.
Yeah, it is. It's really awful. See?
It's not so much that they're dangerous. I mean, they are dangerous, but that's not the real danger is that they respawn.
Cobra's gotta play really. Oh no!
Oh dear.
Wow. The Haxor's got a chance to catch up a bit here just by the virtue of not having to go through the. If you can get through 6-5 a little cleaner than this, that's rather relative at this point. Sprite overload, sprite overload.
And yep, well, one of them respawned, but
Well,
thankfully not in time to be an issue.
no, the Cobra's like, God, that. It's everything. Man, that sucked. Axe did skip the hammer, so would have been nice right about there. That 3F1, door 6 fort. And no linking in World 7 forts this time.
Yep. Oh, chat is saying that Haxor did not get that hammer.
Yeah, that's gonna hurt. That's really gonna hurt, unfortunately. They're gonna get a time on his split. He's over 3 minutes back. That much I do know. Alright.
That said,
so
he did enter Fort Knox with a tail.
that helps, certainly, and that's gonna save him about 30 seconds. And he has a cloud, so he can skip this stage, for example, 5-6, so he does get some time back there, but, yeah, it has been a rough World 3 for MaCobra. It's been a 5+ minute world.
Alright, we'll see how the Haxor approaches this stage.
Well,
Is he oh, he's gonna do this. He died first try!
oh,
Okay.
Wow, that's a huge boost for the Haxor.
That was larger than he realizes.
Well, I think he also knows he has to do stuff like this to really get back into this, and Cobra ran into Wendy, but luckily it was a one-hitter.
Yeah, that play could have potentially put him back in this.
It, again, certainly helps, and like I said, he's going to probably go for a few other crazy strats. I'm actually surprised he didn't go for the door 3 skip.
Okay, one bridge, one fort. Okay. There's a lock into the fort. Unless there's a third fort on the other end, this is a coin flip.
Right, and yeah,
Well,
not really.
Okay, maybe not, because it's linear.
Yeah, standard procedure. You play what's it's like, you know, eat your veggies in front of you. Well, you got to play your fort in front of you.
Right, so that's it for Piranha Fort on MaCobra's end.
Oh, it is a
Oh!
3-forter.
Curious.
Yeah.
But still likely linear.
Likely, and Hax is still about a minute 45 behind right now, which is definitely better than where he was. But yeah, he's going to need a little bit of help here.
That is right, he still has that cloud.
He has a cloud. Unfortunately, I don't think it's going to really be useful in this world, so I'll have to hope it pays off in 2, 6, or 7. Don't think he does.
The cloud that the TheHaxor found was on the lower level of World 5s. MaCobra did not go there, so... Unfortunately, it's directly in the way of a fort, so MaCobra kinda has to do this one. Okay. Freedom. Cobra is still 2 full levels ahead, but...
They're 2 long levels ahead, too. 6-2 and 5-3 are not exactly short.
That is true. And like you said, that cloud really isn't going to help here.
No, it's a 6F3 carpet fort, which is also absent in game 1. There goes the lock, and there's the other fort. Oh, it was a 50-50, okay. Wow.
Alright. So, we might see a choice being made.
Yeah, TheHaxor might decide to just take a look at the map, especially he's got no other Hammer Brothers to deal with, so... TheHaxor's got to survive 5-3 with the giant enemy set first, which not exactly a gimme considering all that lag on the screen.
This is somehow one of the better 5-3s we've seen.
But we've seen some gems. That one against Europsilus, where I guess he got the boss pass on the bottom screen. Oh. Alright, so Haxor's done with 5-3. Now, does he gamble? No, he doesn't. So, MaCobra maintains his lead, and that was also our first non-vanilla airship, incidentally, with World 2.
Right, Iceland.
Right. 2 levels right off the bat, or they can get to a fort. Cobra in 5-3 beta. Now that Haxor sees he's like, aww.
Oh. This is a particularly mean beta stage, because there are no power-ups in it at all.
No, we've actually petitioned to have that added, but insofar as the seed, as the level, I always assume I'm going to take at least a hit in that stage. You know, it's just one of those things. Unless you play really defensively, you're not going to get out of there clean.
It's a lucky fire flower. That might be important later.
Well, he just gave away his fire flower gambling on an anchor, and well, he got 6-6 as a reward. You think he's going to take the 100-coin fine?
Yeah. What's the other level?
Well,
Acceptable.
apart from that
Oh,
beginning,
in comparison to 6-6, anyway.
yeah, that opening always is full of lag, though, and oh, nice jump by MaCobra. I thought he was going to short it.
Yep.
So, just about a 2-minute difference between the runners at the halfway point. So, MaCobra, Haxor's made some good plays to get back into this, but he's still way behind. Hammers are not going to do a lot. Pipes aren't going to do a lot here. Nope. We'll get to skip a couple of stages, but that's about it, and I'm sure MaCobra is going to play that fort.
So the anchor, it's a random item if you use it. As long as it's not a hammer, it can't be a hammer or a whistle. For this seed, the anchor ended up being a regular old mushroom.
Yeah, we set it to a wild card status, so you know, whatever it is in this seed, it'll be the same if you pick it up as you go along. We got 3-7 with an angry sun.
Oh, he's getting the item.
That's an interesting call. If this were earlier, I would be all for it, but I don't know.
Digging for clouds or a hammer suit? That's a hammer suit.
Alright, well, play validated. You can't argue with that. Alright, so, yeah, 2 stages skipped off of that. That's good.
And wow.
Yeah, Haxor nearly got, they nearly did a pincer move on him, but he managed to get out of it. And 6-8 is in its vanilla location. Yeah, he certainly Houdini'd his way out of that one.
Alright, 4-4. He's gonna do the... Yep.
Part of Haxor strat now is he's just gonna go for it and hope that it's not in the way. We know it. Well, we don't actually know. We can't guarantee that, but we gotta.
Yep. Haxor is opted not to get the item, so he will miss out on that hammer suit.
Yeah, which might be significant. It might not. We'll see. All right. Yeah, he's got to play that. Well, he doesn't have to, but it's not actually required. But for the sake of expediency, it is. Fourth, Vanilla Airship, World 6 is World 6.
Which is fine considering this is Lemmy.
Yeah, and he needed his Vanilla 3 hits. About 2305 for Cobra there.
All that's left is Desert and Pipes.
2 and 7, yeah, and
Do any of them have a hammer?
Cobra does not.
Not.
I don't think Haxor does. Haxor's got a cloud, but not a hammer. Cobra's in 7-7.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yep.
he knew.
Yeah, the timing to one cycle that is very, very tight.
It's pretty tight. Yeah, you can't bonk. That's the main thing. You bonk, you're out. You can't do it.
Oh, lucky enemy placement there.
2, that's another Fred, incidentally. So, chat saying that Cloud could prove huge if the hand stages are normal tiles. Yes and no. World 8 is like World 4 in the way that it's, structured. It doesn't leave you a lot of room to, as much room as you think using Cloud, and it certainly can help as it did in Game 1, but it's not an elixir, I don't think, in most cases, not the way you kind of perceive it to be. And it certainly can be beneficial, but generally you want to burn them before you get to World 8, if you can.
I think if clouds are going to be used, it'll probably be just before the airship. And
there's a hammer.
Wow, lucky. How much does he skip?
Well, he's gonna use it on the boulder, not the pipe.
That is pretty big.
That does help. Hammers can indeed help in World 8. Again, if you read the map correctly, it can certainly help enormously. Have we seen 1F? Yes, it was the first 4. It was actually the first stage we saw.
And, so the final remaining airship is the World 7 one, so we have 5 vanilla airships to the seed.
Yeah, that's well, it's with only 7 possibilities, you're gonna get one usually that's vanilla, but to get 5 is pretty impressive.
Knowledge of what airships you've done actually does help a lot because you can plan ahead on how to approach it.
Definitely, definitely. All right, you definitely want to have. I was gonna play that for right up front because again, don't have to come back to this. Alright, so he sees what's in front of him.
And,
And,
okay, it's like I said. Okay, fire helps. And got it.
Still over a minute back, but he's definitely used his items wisely here. We have 4F1.
Got the star for an orb. Bam.
Look over playing a 4F1 top route to perfection there.
Oh
boy.
Well, he's gonna have to wait a bit. Or
Nope.
not.
No, he ain't got time for that. Second tries 7-6.
While spinning.
While spinning, yes.
Unreal.
Professionals at work, folks. Right, so World 7 airship, pretty standard fare. Cobra is just gonna gun through this. TheHaxor is going to get his orb on Boom Boom, excuse me. Nice little flip there by Cobra.
That's happened a lot this last week.
Yeah.
Right. Haxor has to clip again.
Hopefully with less, difficulty than game 1, where both of them were really struggled in 7-1. Alright, Chad, how many bridges to Bowser?
Okay. Haxor made it through.
He'll probably music box the Piranha, so he'll still be over a minute back, but the great equalizer awaits.
Yep.
Ooh, that doesn't help.
Yeah, this is good for MaCobra, actually.
It's very good for MaCobra. Of the forts we still have in play, by my count, we have 2 fort, 3F2, 4F2, 6F2, and 8 fort still in play. $31.05 for Haxor, so 68 seconds back.
Alright, here's 2 fort.
So yeah, we've got 3F2, 4F2, 6F2, and 8 forts. So 2 forts got skipped again in this seed.
MaCobra ain't got time to wait.
No, he knows the patterns, these these hot feet, so he was ready for that one.
It's possible that World 1 still is haunting him at the moment.
Oh, it definitely is. Haxor's done very well to catch up and is definitely not out of this, but he needs a less linear 8 like now. Keeps getting linear.
Yep. So there's the third fort and a tank. We don't know if it's the real one or not.
Cobra's doing some recon first. There's a lock.
Okay.
Right. This plays perfectly for MaCobra, I think.
It's another validation from the seed gods.
So... Actually, well, now that I think about it, this is not a complete guarantee, but we'll see. Does this build the bridge, first off? It does not. If Haxor gets to, if Haxor gets to Air Force first... Oh!
Oh, but he's taking a different route. And
you know, he's following MaCobra's route. MaCobra's race to lose now. Oh, now he knows, but can he close the distance?
He might not be able to because MaCobra has the hammer suit. Haxor does not.
That is true. That is going to say that it's about a 6 or 7 second edge right there, if he can hold it. No damage. One cycle from MaCobra, but he took a hit. Haxor also takes a hit. The chase is on. Haxor takes intentional damage there to speed that through. Alright, the race... The only thing MaCobra has going for him is he knows where to go. Haxor doesn't. So, unless he... Oh, boy.
And
Cobra has...
he's there.
Yep.
This is not set in stone yet.
Nope. If you get... Okay. Got the pipe. On his way. Cobra's a half a stage ahead right now. Gets the everyman clip. He clips in the wall here, it's over. Does not. Now he's got to survive the room. Can he get through damageless? It's too early fireballs.
Okay, there's another one.
Alright, MaCobra's got it.
Alright. Well, the chat clamored for it, and by golly, they're gonna get it. We have a game 3.
Haxor, mac and cheese, the clip there, and so he'll get his 35 fireballs. We are on to game 3 in this quarterfinal.
Yeah. Hopefully this first world won't be, catastrophic.
Well, you know, such as it is, so... But, Haxor finishes an official race time of 36:01, so 30 seconds, amazing, considering, you know, that we had a 3-minute gap at one point, but Haxor played like a man possessed and really came close to pulling it off. So kudos to the Haxor.
Yeah, despite the game over, he almost took it from MaCobra.
Alright, so we'll be ready for game 3. We'll send one of our runners, one of our champions, to the semifinals. Who will it be? Stay tuned for Game 3 of this quarterfinal matchup. It'll be coming up in just a few minutes.
All right, so we've got game 3 here.
Yeah, and games 1 and 2 have been defined by their opening worlds so far. Game 1 had a couple of really nasty levels that made our runners go for about 9 minutes in World 3. Game 2 had an ugly Fire Bro duo giving Haxor the business every which way they could, and he actually had to take a game over, which put him in a deep hole early, and he nearly crawled his way out of it.
Yeah, by the end of it, they were like maybe like 30 seconds apart.
It was a 30-second difference at the end. Yeah, Haxor made some very good plays to get himself back into this, namely clipping 6-5, while MaCobra spent about an extra 40 seconds on it. And then he had an extra cloud, and he was very aggressive throughout. He was playing very hard and almost closed the distance, but MaCobra had just enough to make it go.
And okay, so we start with Iceland, and Seed has already invalidated itself by having this fort be here.
Yeah, so 3F2 leads off here, and both are well, Cobra was they both are trying to get that item. Didn't quite work out.
So as is the standard for game 3s to this point, we've elected to go for the tiebreakers to get flag set, which is basically the same flag set that the TheHaxor chose for game 1.
Yeah. So question mark tiles, tourney bracket controls, so no end cards, hammers do not break locks. Alright, so not much there. Both ignore the hammer, bro. And looks like a good call there. Could have another one. We could have another one Fort World 6, it looks like. Six, seven, our first regular stage boss bass in the air. Nothing you haven't already seen before, folks.
Yeah, that boss in particular is not a threat. He cannot get to you in time.
Mid-air boss bass in 5-2 can get to you, so you gotta be a little careful there. Alright, both runners I think are trying to... I think MaCobra wanted to hold on to it, but couldn't quite get... Oh, and Haxor did the same thing.
Alright, the first airship is number 4. And oh, both these racers wish they could have kept those fire flowers.
Yeah, it's a pretty easy fire kill on Lemmy. Haxor was hoping for it. Did not fish his wish.
At least it worked out for MaCobra.
He's an old pro, he knows how to handle it.
And the TheHaxor too. Yeah. This is probably the worst place to fight Lemmy on, because if you give him the opportunity to go to the left, you can't really hit him.
Yeah. 2 isn't that great either, partly because when he swings left, it's kind of an awkward landing, or an awkward position.
Wow. Oh, that was a hammer suit from Peach.
Yep. So Peach is being nice so far. Runners have no trouble in 2-5. Alright, so we're in 1-6 beta.
Oh
Haxor.
no! Thread the needle
Yeah.
on those hills.
I've done that too. It's deceptively tricky. You got to be really careful with your timing. So I feel his pain there. That's not that really sucks. Yeah.
Yeah, that's backbreaking.
Well, not quite that awful, but it is. I would say certainly a little demoralizing. Oh, especially at the end. That's the worst part. You're like 3 seconds from the end, and it's like, oh yeah, sorry.
And hacks are being forced to use that hammer suit too.
Yeah, that's. Why did he use the hammer suit, actually?
Well, here's the first world fort. Maybe this will also have a hammer suit. It does. Wow. Oh, if the Haxor gets a leaf and is able to grab that, he's not entirely missing out.
Now you just skipped the first item, so item box. Okay, well. And I'm sure Haxor's like, oh, thank you. Cobra 623 with the wand grab. Alright, so 6 and 1 off the board, chat. What's next? Got several 7s, a couple of 4s coming in, a couple of 5s, a 2, a 3. There's a Tanuki suit. It's World 7, so more guy 84, you win 100 magical points. Free to be used at the nearest store near you.
But now choices need to be made.
Cobra passing on the fort for the moment because it'd have to play a level just to get there. But his choices are starting to dwindle a little bit here. Let's see.
Not many pipes left to check.
It's...
Oh, that's a missing bridge, I think.
Yes, it is. Haxor is going to play. Yeah, MaCobra's decided to do the same. We don't officially know if if the pipe on the other side is going to take us there. Could take us to that north central island with the mushroom house still.
But yeah, super tanks will be the answer because it's the only one.
Alright, so it's this or it's the other pipe on the Northwest Island. Alright.
We're there. And hello, 6-6. You can't skip this one, I'm sorry.
Actually, having a little trouble with the timing there. Finally gets it. Oh yeah, he's going to be using that fire flower. Alright, so both have their fire suits.
Oh.
And, well, there goes Haxor's. Now he's in blooper, blooper hell, I guess. I mean, there's really no other way to put it. But he gets a favorable draw with the enemy, with the piranhas, so it's actually not that bad.
Ooh. Okay. Alright. Oh, watch out for boss bass.
That has gotten runner. That gets veteran runners even. That sneaky boss bass.
Yep. We've seen it this tournament even.
Seen it in multiple tournaments. Good call on Haxor's part, switching to a Tanuki suit with he's got a boss bass, and he's like, yeah, I'm getting out of here. I think he is. Oh.
I think he's trying to get the P-Speed to do that trick again.
Yes, he is. Got it
do
back
first
into
try
this.
again. Yes, he did.
Wow. Oh.
My goodness.
Cobra flies up and deals with the red Paragoomba, but yeah, Haxor's with the lead right now. So he first tries the clip in 6-5, 2 games in a row. That's impressive. And we'll see if that helps change the fortunes here. He's got a hammer now. So will MaCobra.
It's not enough for World 3, but it's enough for 2 and 4.
And we actually saw Hammer be useful in World 4 in Game 1, so... We're flying over the mass. We got a couple of seconds back there. Haxor's got hitboxed by Ludwig. Gotta be careful. Ludwig has a dicey hitbox sometimes.
Yeah,
and you need all 5 hits.
That could have been bad for the Haxor if that 5th one didn't register.
Right, 8 seconds separating our runners going into World 4. What is World 4, chat? 2, 3, 4, or 5? And we got a choice. We got pretty much everything on the chosen, and it is World 2. Chaos Wanderer is the first one to guess, so he is correct. Thanks to everyone else who guessed 39. Ooh, Haxor's getting caught by a Paragoomba. Cobra back in the lead now. What was it? It is Anchor is a Fire Mario. All right. Cobra could have actually done an H jump there. And we have a sync.
Like a couple milliseconds distance.
Yep. All right, so we got two forts, no pipes on the board here. We got 2 fort now.
And Rebel Hotfoot for the 3rd time this series. Up next, 3-1. And nothing really in the way. Yeah, that was a pretty empty with 3-1, all things considered.
Yeah. So, insofar as using the hammer or not, we'll see what they get on the map here. Well, Haxor's going to have to play a hammer bro first. MaCobra will not. And it's a hammer. Oh.
Oh, but MaCobra isn't going to have that one.
Okay, well... Alright. I think that's the correct move. I mean, World 3 we haven't seen yet. We might get the other 2 worlds first, so...
Yeah. Double hammer play is not a guaranteed good thing, because we saw in many seeds this tournament that pipes just let you skip those 2 rocks, no hammers required.
Right. And we saw double hammer play pay off enormously for Paradox in against Tappa TOJ, but you know it's not a guarantee of anything. So, all right. So world next is 5, and we got 2 forts. I imagine they're going to play both.
Yeah. This one is probably going to make the bridge.
Yes, it will.
Because I don't think I've ever seen the blue one do that.
I have. Well, actually, no, not the bridge. Tan locks, yes. Bridge, no.
Right, bridge acquired. Oh!
This is bold. MaCobra is going for it. If he's wrong, this is going to really put him in a bind.
But Haxor's doing it too.
I don't know. Oh. Live and die by the sword, as they say.
If this isn't backfiring on one of them, it's going to backfire on the other. Of course, they don't know that.
They don't, but, you know, you're almost kind of having a, you know, in a sense, when you're doing this, you're kind of guessing, is he going to do that? I mean, you know, is this what he would do? It's like, it's almost kind of like you're double bluffing yourself in a way. Just because you're trying to guess what you would do versus what your opponent would do.
Alright, let's see what the upper section is like.
Alright, free pass.
Okay. Validation.
And I think both of them are just a little relieved. Let's see if Haxor... Oh, I thought Haxor was going to go for the 7-7 clip with the pipe. Cobra couldn't quite get the 2-star cycle in game 2. Looks like he's okay this time.
He got this time.
And Haxor did a little cleaner than he did, and yeah, just slightly faster. It's 6-1. Giant enemies mean no. Haxor is actually going to get a jump on MaCobra here, unless MaCobra clip and does not. So Haxor will be able to fly over the mast here, so Cobra in the lead. Or Haxor in the lead. Actually, they're almost dead even. It's like it's fractional.
We got the jump. And Haxor gets the off-screen wand grab.
Yeah, he got about 3 seconds. He got about a 3-second jump there. 4 seconds difference on the wand grab.
Yeah. And in a match like this, it's even 3 seconds is huge.
Alright, so and they got a cloud for their troubles, so that could pay off in World 8, we'll see. Oh, triple forward action. Hammer also valid here. You can skip a stage.
And the Haxor has a tail, so he was able to do that.
Yeah, he was able to fly over half the stage. Or fly under, I guess. So yeah, so he'll take care of Boom Boom here in 6F2.
Yeah.
Oh, MaCobra. Oh boy. There's another cloud.
Hmm.
Okay, so it's... He might be holding out that because he knows what's last. If he gets a second hammer, he's got a shot here. Haxor making quick work there of Donut Fort 4F2.
Does MaCobra still have that hammer?
It should.
Or did he not get the one that the Haxor picked up?
No, I think he got it. It's a free pass now.
Oh,
he doesn't.
no hammer.
No hammer. No hammer. Okay, never mind then.
All right. So. That's it for Iggy. Now all that's left is Waterland.
With the World 7 airship. There's his cloud, so we'll see. This could come down to cloud use. Cobra Kid's like, come on, give me it. Give me my damn there's
Okay.
the hammer. But that's not gonna help.
Mm-hmm. And that was a second hammer suit from Peach. So they're both loaded right now.
Yeah. 7F2, Piranha Fort leads off here in World 3.
Oh.
Iggy's hitbox is very much a questionable thing.
Okay.
So, Haxor with about a 1 minute 10-second lead on MaCobra52 right now. So Haxor is gonna skip over the level in the 3-2 tile. He's going for the this is not a guarantee. I mean, for all we know, this could end up boxing him in. Ooh, Haxor does not get the one cycle quite. MaCobra was, I think, gonna do the same thing. He was like, oh, wait.
Let's see where this goes. Hmm.
I think he could have skipped. He could have skipped the fort and the stage. Well, actually, no, he can't. Well, if he had two, he could have skipped both. Yeah, never mind. I'm losing my mind here.
All right. Well, let's slap on that P-wing and be done with this Fort Knox business. And now, let's see what MaCobra does. Is he also gonna cloud? And, yes.
I was thinking about that for a second. This is such a kind of wonky strategy in a sense. I almost would have played that stage just if I get the coin chip to move down. Especially at this stage, because and this is kind of really, like, you know, crazy theory, but, you know, you're going into it and you realize, that, you know, you don't need any items. You've got enough hammer suits.
Ooh, MaCobra probably anticipated Fort Knox being there because Sylvan F2 was there.
Yeah,
and he guessed correctly.
I'm sure he's tracking. I'm sure he's tracking his forts as well. So, is this the final? This is the answer to chat's question. This is the quarterfinals.
And with that, this is the final guessing game for how many bridges there are.
We've had, what, 2 and...
0, I think.
I think it was 0. I think the game 1 it was 0. Game 2 it was 2.
Alright, so a final prize from Peach's Cloud, which doesn't help here, but it's a fortress, so...
Right. We're in 5F2 now. MaCobra is about less than a minute back, 26:31. Doesn't break the lock on the screen, so that's means we got a linear start here. Navy in the corner. It's Air Force.
So far a linear World 8, which is bad news if you're behind.
Yeah, and again, they still have a cloud, and we'll see if they actually get an opportunity to use it. So far, the map is not suggesting they are going to get very many chances at this. It might also be a blind draw. Alright, nothing breaks on screen. Okay,
there's the remaining 2 forts.
There's 8 fort, and we had alright, 1 bridge. Now, where is it? There it is. Alright.
Okay. But, is this the one?
Well, it's gonna cost TheHaxor almost no time to take a look. Now, getting there is going to be interesting. He can't use that, well, he can't use that cloud in this case, because of the way he's routed. I wonder if MaCobra goes back. He does.
Hmm. Okay. Alright. This could decide it right here.
We'll see. Alright. For all the marbles. MaCobra's in the lead. MaCobra's in the lead.
Wow!
Well, theoretically he is. Let's see. He clouded. Cobra guns through Navy. HaxorR right behind it. HaxorR has to play that stage. The one advantage HaxorR has over MaCobra is he knows where to go.
But is this the one that leads him to the end?
It will. MaCobra has got it.
Now he just needs to not get hit.
MaCobra. Can he do it? The Battle of the Champions comes down to this. It comes down to a simple routing decision. Cobra, I think he's playing with nerves. Like, he knows. He's like, oh man, oh man, oh man. The great equalizer strikes again.
Yeah. One try. Failed. Whatever.
Alright, there's one fireball. There's two. Donut goes
three.
down. Oh, nice dodge. Oh boy.
Oh no!
We got hit!
Oh
He got
no! Oh man.
Yeah,
Okay.
does he have enough?
Now TheHaxor. He's got the clip.
4 jumps to go. There's
And
3.
And gotta keep it going. Oh man.
HaxorR's gonna
Hammers
get
to the
it.
face. By the skin of his teeth, TheHaxor lives to fight another day. He's moving on to semifinals.
Wow, what a finish. MaCobra got lasered at the last second and unfortunately falls short as TheHaxor grabs victory from the jaws of defeat and scores a Game 3 win with an official race time of 31:09. MaCobra 10 seconds back.
What a finish. What a finish. Yeah, we're gonna see if we can get these two in for post-game analysis. I think they both have some words.
So TheHaxor will move on to the semifinals for the 3rd straight year. He will face the winner of Mitty Guy DP and Stewie Cartman. That race will be determined tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern, and the semifinals will be held next week. But
My goodness.
a finish worthy of it all.
I think we're both at a loss for words after that.
Yeah, I'm not trusting that final room. Well, I'm terrible at the clips, so. But you think I'm gonna be side-eyeing that statue for a while.
Yes, that is still the biggest danger of that entire segment. That one statue.
So while we wait real quick. All right, so yeah, tomorrow 6 p.m. Eastern, we have the 2 seed Mitty Guy DP taking on the 10 seed Stewie Cartman. That channel is TBD at this stage. And then on Saturday, At 6 p.m. Eastern, we have Pro A007 me versus Paradox 64 in the final quarterfinal match. But enough about that. We welcome our sadly second place finisher tonight, MaCobra52, to the chat. GG.
Yep. What do you say? That final laser, man. If it was a free pass, it would have been one thing. But yeah, that happened and made the difference in this case.
Yeah, it's like what was amazing is you were over a minute behind going into World 8, but you made the correct play. After you took out that fort in the dark room, you actually went back and had a look at that pipe, and you were correct, and that got you to Navy faster than TheHaxor.
Wow.
So, and we
Speaking of
welcome
TheHaxor,
the TheHaxor to the chat. GG.
GG Haxor.
Oh, you know what? I had push to talk. I'm sorry, guys. How's it going?
Oh, no worries. Oh yeah, but GG's Haxor. That World 8. Oh. The final the final 2 minutes.
yeah,
It was the entire third game was, basically a dead sprint between you two.
and that
Yeah,
was
I can imagine. It was a quick seed, I felt like. So I was like, oh man. I took a couple deaths, so I knew it was tough. I was hoping he made some mistakes.
And we were going over it with MaCobra that you picked the wrong fort. MaCobra picked the correct one.
Right.
And that allowed him to spring to the lead at that point.
But yeah, and then the laser got him at the end, and barely almost got hit by the fourth fireball too. But just that laser just sniped him, and after it took you like 4 or 5 tries to get the clip, but then you finally got it, and you just had just enough wiggle room to get past. So.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I saw it was close. When he said he took damage, I was like, oh no, he had the win. He just that's unfortunate.
There were a couple of other mitigating factors throughout. Haxor, you actually had an extra hammer in play, and that allowed you to skip a stage in World 4 that MaCobra could not.
Yep.
So that worked in your favor. That actually staked you to about 45. That staked you to about a 45-second lead that you held all the way into World 8. So you went or 45 seconds to a minute, so that helped. But Game 3 was decidedly different than games 1 and 2, which kind of Game 1, 7-5, 7-1, throwing you against the wall, and then
the Fire Brother Parade in Game 2. For the record, the Fire Bros hassled both of you.
Yeah.
Okay, they did. Okay, that's
I got the word.
He just need to move. Oh, he just need to move left, man. Just be on the left tile. He just wouldn't do it. He was like, "No, I'm not doing it."
Man.
No, yeah. That puts you behind by a couple of minutes, but then you stormed back because you had a couple of extra items that MaCobra didn't. 6-5, you clipped. Actually, you mac and cheese that twice, Game 2 and Game 3. Yep. So again, another feather in your cap. But MaCobra,
MaCobra scored a hammer suit from 3-7 in Game 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the item in there was a hammer suit. So yep.
I figured you were gonna get the item just because I saw you tend to get the item in that level. I knew I was behind when I game over it. I'm like, I'm skipping the item. I'm hoping it's worthless. So I'm like doing all these things to hopefully catch up, and it seems like I mostly did, but just that game over was too much.
I went for about 3 minutes, roughly speaking, after World 2, but you did chip away at it, and you were playing very aggressively in Game 2, and if this game had 9 worlds, like who knows what would have happened. So
you managed to close the gap pretty significantly, I would say.
Yeah. And then MaCobra, game one, it seemed like you were having just a little trouble. I imagine that first world had something to do with it, but just trying to find your rhythm, it felt like you just couldn't quite get into a groove until maybe like three-quarters of the way into game one. Is it what it felt like for you?
Yeah, pretty much. Just that first race for like getting in the groove of things, I guess. Just
Yeah,
took me a little while, and died in the process, and
yeah. I know it got pretty close towards the end. I mean, Haxor, I think, pretty well led that. Yeah, pretty close wire to wire. After the third world, that I think 2-4 kind of tripped you up there, MaCobra, and there were a couple other little hiccups. But
Okay.
yeah, but yeah, game one was pretty close wire to wire. Games two and three, game two was kind of the same way. Game three was back and forth.
yeah, I'm curious about that game
Yeah.
3 because that seems super close at the end there, and
It
wow.
was it was especially early. I mean, the splits were like no more than 10 to 15 seconds apart, so you guys were very
Wow.
close indeed.
Yeah, the lead was
And
fluctuating in the middle part of that seed.
yeah, and then Hax
Yeah,
got the lead.
I can
Hax got
imagine.
the lead. Hax took the lead off the hammer play, but then Cobra played World 8 exactly right, and then that
Okay.
ending, man.
Yeah. I was thinking to myself,
I'm
I played the fort, and I was like, okay, I don't see anything break in the dark maze. I'm just gonna go back and see if that lock broke, and lo and behold, it did.
Yeah.
So I just followed that trail. So
Turned out to be the
Yeah.
correct play, and yeah, it's like, but wow, what that is. Somebody in chat was saying that was a Leslie was saying that's a match of the tournament nominee, and I don't think too many would disagree with that. That was an exceptional bit of play by both of you.
Yeah, when I dropped the flag for these two and saying let's end this series with a bang, it did.
Yeah,
That's good. I feel good being on the other side of it because I swear to you, I've lost like my past 5 or 6 rando races clipping the Bowser. I'm not even kidding. Like the
Wow.
last 5 or 6 I've lost, I'm always clipping the Bowser. I'm like, oh no, not again in race 2. I'm like, come on, I gotta get one of these.
Well, and now you make it to the semis for the third straight year, and waiting on the other side is Midi Guy or Stewie Cartman. They'll be playing tomorrow. Your thoughts on that potential matchup?
That's a really interesting matchup because I think they both play really unique in terms of their decision making.
Mhm.
And honestly, both of them are really tough to play against because of that. So
Yeah, yeah,
you just
Yeah.
don't know. They could do something, and you're just like, I can't believe they did that. And
Yeah.
so that's going to be fun to watch, I think.
yeah. Stewie, I know, really leans into his Warpless experience, and that has played very well for him. And Midi Guy is definitely one of those
Mhm.
players who seems to operate from the gut, and he's actually, I think, one of our best grinder players. Like, you get a long seed, I think he plays among the very best with those kinds of seeds. Like, he can just, whatever happens, like, he'll just grind through it.
Yeah, that makes sense. He's really good now. I mean, he's made.
Yeah. Yeah.
It seems like every tournament he's better when I watch him. He's just so much
Mhm.
better at just playing the game. You can tell he plays a lot of rando.
We've seen a lot of people, I think, particularly this year, have really made, take that next step forward. I mean, glutamic acid, he took you to 3
Yeah.
games.
Yep.
Europsilus took me to 3 games.
Yep.
True Hyper Mario made some really nice progress. Adam Ferrari in his debut made the brackets. We've got a lot of people really taking that next step. And then Stewie Cartman, he's a relative newcomer. Now he's got a shot at the semis for the first time. So it's definitely nice to see a lot of these newer faces and some veteran faces looking for their breakthroughs.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I
I
think
mean-
the future's looking bright for next year's tournament.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, yeah,
Any
thanks,
closing thoughts,
guys.
two of you?
GG. This is the first time we've got to race and randomizer. I've gotten to play him, more in the vanilla arena or in the points tournament, which, is kind of more my arena. So I knew this one would be really
Yeah.
close, obviously,
Yeah,
because he's really good. So
Yeah, I was kind of looking forward to this one because we like you said, we never crossed paths in tournament play and in randomizer, and Mitch, I faced Mitch like 3 times now. I was ready to try you out and see how that went.
Yeah.
yeah,
Because you're definitely one of those more consistent runners, definitely one of the best in the field for sure. And yeah, it was a good series tonight.
Yeah, so definitely give our runners a follow. Some outstanding play tonight. You can give myself, Dust Minion, and Pro-A007 a follow as well. And yeah, tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern, we're back at it. Channel is TBD at this time, but Midi Guy DP and Stewie Cartman will be squaring off the third quarterfinal. Then Saturday, 6 p.m. Eastern, it'll be me, Pro-A007, taking on Paradox 64. We had a couple of very exciting matches, and we'll see if those go to 3 like today and yesterday's did. So stay tuned for more Mario 3 Rando action. And thanks, as always, to SpeedGaming and the great team working behind the scenes, and Dust Minion for joining me tonight on the comms.
It was a pleasure.
yeah. Thank both of you for doing the comms, and thanks everybody for watching, and thanks MaCobra for being flexible. I know you probably didn't exactly want to play it today, but I do appreciate it.
Yeah, for sure. GG's again. A very, very nice set of races there.
All right, thanks, guys.
And that is it. Yeah. Goodbye for now.